Fred, you know I have my pet peeves about introductions. And your introduction was just amazing. It's where you got your first laugh when she read the title of the speech, Carl Thormeyer, Very Rare. And I love the pun of the words, because you're giving a pun of roasting of being very rare. And the fact that this is just an extremely very rare character you have in this meeting. So, good job with your introduction and the title. Very apropos for this. And one of the risks of doing a roast is that it's going to go awry. That did not happen. Some suggestions that I would say in the beginning, you just kind of set your stage here with you, and then you start it. Get settled. Scan the audience. Connect. Then start. When you started with the menu, and you're reading the menu, and you're talking to the waiter. Maybe another preparation would ask her to please stand until I acknowledge you, and then sit, and draw her into your plot of being the waiter. One thing you started in the very beginning, you kind of gave us an excuse with saying, oh, you know, this was a little awry, da, da, da. Don't do that. Start with your bang. Start with your bang of, thank you, waiter. What an interesting menu. Instead of giving that little bit in the beginning about it being awry with your preparation of the speech. One thing that I really loved throughout, you have this Toastmasters theme, and it was very appropriate for the audience. We could all relate. And let me tell you a little bit about the goals of this speech. Is the objective is to poke fun at a particular individual in a good-natured way, which you did. The other one is adapt and personalize humorous material from other sources. And I didn't really feel that you had other sources other than Toastmasters in here. So that would be my one suggestion for this if you were to do it again in the future. Deliver jokes and humorously stories effectively. Nailed it. Good job. I loved your humor throughout. You had some wonderful laughs. You talked about the garage and how he collects memorabilia. You talked about the weather and your pun with the weather. You sang. What a risk. And one of the things he always makes fun of me about is I had evaluated him before and I said, make it more! Make it bigger! And I would have liked to see you come out of here and do some of this right here. Especially when you're talking about pet peeves. You know those. You don't need your notes for that. When you're using the notes, it was obvious that to me that you were using. You picked them up and then you move them aside. What you want to do, if you're going to use the notes, hide it from everybody, at least try it, and just slide it over. Slide the next one over. You know, so it's not really noticeable. I would like to hear some more personal stories from you. I want to hear something that I don't know about Carl with those outside sources. The other thing is, you can make the whole thing up. It doesn't have to be real. What freedom. Good job with this roast. And he is rare. Then I'm Toastmaster.